Way too often, games will demand anywhere from 50 to sometimes 150 hours to see them through. It can be so difficult to find the free time for that, and these games always end up sitting unfinished. So it's nice when you can come home from a long day's work, start up a game, and see it to the end right then and there. And if you're watching this, then you're probably in a similar situation, so you might like one of these 10 games you can beat in one sitting. A Short Hike is the most heartwarming game I have ever played. In it, you play as Claire, who has gone on a trip with her aunt to Hawk Peak Island. When she learns there's no reception there except for maybe at the very top, she makes it her goal to hike up the mountain and answer a call she's expecting. The player is then given total freedom to explore the island, meeting quirky animals and collecting golden feathers that give Claire increased climbing time and double jumps to make her trek to the apex of Hawk Peak possible. Every character you come across on your journey is given a huge amount of personality in just a few lines of dialogue, and they all had me chuckling throughout my hour-long playthrough. For that hour, I was enthralled by A Short Hike. Its music, visuals, and fun little things to discover around every corner make it an easy recommendation from me. If you are even remotely into anything about this game, check it out. You won't regret it. In Ape Out, you play as a gorilla rampaging his way through armed guards and out of captivity. Your one real method of taking down your opposition is to grab them, use them as a body shield as they fire their weapon, and then throw them. You think that would get old, but Ape Out's striking visual style and dynamic music keep things interesting throughout its hour-and-a-half playtime. As you rage through the brightly colored environments, there is no music in the typical sense, but your footsteps and attacks create a drum beat that keeps you going with non-stop momentum. These aspects of Ape Out add up to make a visceral, flowing, and rhythmic experience that I really enjoyed and highly recommend. If laughs are what you're looking for in your one-sitting game, look no further than Donut County. In it, you play as BK, a raccoon who has discovered a phone app that allows him to control a hole in the ground, gaining points and earning cool stuff for everything it swallows up. The story progresses in a classic style where BK's damage is done, and he finds himself below Donut County with all of the unfortunate people caught up in his antics. As he and the other characters recount the events of the story, you play through them. The game is best described as a reverse Katamari Damacy where the hole gets bigger as the level gets emptier. Sometimes it's simple and you just have to find things in size order, other times levels will have unique mechanics and puzzles you have to figure out. The puzzles switch it up enough to keep you interested to see what's next, but the humor is the main motivating factor to see the story to its end in this bizarre little game called Donut County. In Superhot, time moves when you move. Such a simple idea that makes for an awesome one-sitting game. The ability to stop for a second and take in your surroundings to then quickly execute your plan of attack is a unique kind of satisfaction that Superhot delivers. The plot of Superhot is actually about you playing Superhot, and it's a fun enough setup to get you to its main course, which is its great gameplay premise. If you like games like this, you will love Superhot, and if its 2-hour runtime isn't enough, there is a VR version of the game and a sequel called Superhot Mind Control Delete that you can check out too. It might not seem like it, but Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is one of the greatest games ever made. In it, you play as two brothers who go on a journey to save their sick father. Controlling both of them at the same time takes a minute to get used to, but the game quickly takes advantage of the idea for some great puzzles where the brothers use their strengths to overcome the obstacles in front of them. A Tale of Two Sons is an entrancing game, with a surprise around every corner, a new type of puzzle, a new short story arc to string you along, and in only 3 hours it takes you through such varied and beautiful environments rendered in the game's painterly art style. Saying any more would be spoiling a fantastic experience that's not possible outside the medium of video games. So you have to just trust me, and if you haven't already, one night when you have 3 hours, play this game. Inside is a dark game, visually and in subject matter. However, deciphering exactly what that subject matter really is up to you, as there isn't a single word of dialogue throughout the entire game, and you have to piece together what is going on for yourself. That is easily my favorite thing about Inside. If you want a game where once you finish, you jump straight onto Reddit and read all of the fan theories on what everything meant, Inside is one of the best games for that. But beyond that, Inside is a great puzzler that will stump you and then deliver that immensely satisfying lightbulb moment where suddenly what you have to do is clear. Then it's on to the next obstacle and the next cryptic mystery of the game, rinse and repeat. If you're a fan of Playdead's previous game Limbo, or want a head-scratcher in gameplay and in theme, you can't go wrong with Inside. In Firewatch, you play as Henry, who takes a job as a fire lookout in the Shoshone National Forest, far away from society. In this new endeavor, his only guide is his supervisor Delilah, watching him from another outpost. It's fun to connect with Delilah through walkie-talkie conversations as you do normal tasks around the forest, and explore it using a paper map and compass. But the hook of the game comes when something strange starts going on, and that mystery continues to unravel. I can't say much more for fear of spoilers, but if you're looking for a short mystery that you're not going to be able to put down until it's done, you've found it with Firewatch.
Okay, I sleep now?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you. I say you got fired from your job and have finally decided to write your novel. That's the sort of bullshit reason you'll find a man out in the woods.
Good night.
Welcome to the job.
Katana Zero was my game of the year in 2019 and quickly became one of my favorites I've ever played. It is a fast-paced, high-octane side-scrolling action game with a gripping, cryptic story to string you along its varied levels. You play as an unnamed samurai who receives assassination targets from his psychiatrist. To reach your targets, you'll slice and dice opponents with precise dodge timing and bullet deflecting that'll make you feel like a video game god. For the duration of its 4 to 5 hour playtime, you'll be engaged in its mysteries, well-written characters and dialogue, and its one more try style of gameplay. Not to mention its awesome retro-futuristic setting and gorgeous pixel art visuals. Throw in a few more surprises that I don't want to spoil, and Katana Zero is a must-play. Bad North is a real-time strategy game, but is way more approachable than other games in the genre. You'll control a band of Norsemen fleeing from Vikings, making their way from island to island and rescuing fellow refugees to join their ranks. However, with only 3 unit types and a maximum of 4 units in a battle, the micromanagement of the RTS genre is made so much simpler. My favorite aspect of Bad North's strategy was figuring out how to best take advantage of each of the island's varied terrains and choke points. You'll grow attached to the commanders you rescue and recruit along the way as they survive battle after battle, earning upgrades and items with each victory. Strategy is one of my favorite video game genres, but can often feel daunting to jump into. If you want a bite-sized strategy experience, Bad North was made for you. In some ways, A Way Out is Tommy Wiseau's The Room of video games.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Hell yeah, I look good.
But if you and a friend or significant other have a free day and are looking to spend it playing a video game, I would recommend A Way Out before anything else. In it, you and your partner will take control of Vincent and Leo, 2 convicts who team up to escape prison. At key points in the game, Vincent and Leo will disagree on the best approach for the next obstacle, letting you and your partner talk it out and decide the best course of action, or just what you think will be the most fun. It's impossible to not crack up and have a blast with some of the situations and hilarious moments the game provides. But as cheesy as it is, the entire 6-hour story is a great ride. A Way Out is also the first of its kind to give 2 copies of the game with 1 purchase. That way you don't have to rope a friend into blowing $30 on it. If you split it and go 15 each on A Way Out, there truly isn't a better co-op experience for as great a price.
You ready? Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's really good. Yeah, all right. Yeah, come on, Vincent. Oh, you're good. Yeah, this sounds good, man. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Nice. Didn't know you had it in you. What can I say? I'm full of surprises.
And that's 10 games you can beat in one sitting. I hope you find the time to play them and enjoy them as much as I have. What are some of your favorites you've beaten in one go? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to help my channel grow and click the bell to see what I make next. I'm Shimshazar, and I'll see you next time.